Today I'm going to share with you my top 6 tips for being more productive and how I managed to run this channel while spinning many other plates simultaneously. They may not be what you expect, but they are all things that you can apply to anything and they will save you time and get you better results. So a bit about me. I'm a busy guy. I work full time in a taxing, time consuming job, which is partly based at home and partly based out on the road. I play music in 2 bands, I run 2 small businesses, I'm married and have a passion for sports, photography, film and books. I sometimes like to socialise. Oh yeah, and I also run this YouTube channel entirely on my own. I've juggled all of these things for quite some time now, but as I've focused increasingly here on YouTube over the past 12 months or so, I've had to refine my workflow to enable me to become more productive, to fit everything else into my life and still manage to sleep. What I want to share in this video today are things that I wish I'd implemented a few years ago here on the channel. They're strategies that I now live and breathe so I can confidently vouch for them. And most importantly, they're all pretty simple principles that you could adopt as well. So let's look at the present day. In late 2022, I made myself the promise that if I was going to keep uploading to YouTube, then I was going to stop treating it like a hobby and bring some of the principles that I employ in my day-to-day professional career here to YouTube and my filmmaking. The opportunity was simple. I needed to increase the volume of videos that I post. I need to make them better in so many ways and do all of this whilst not spending any more time on them than I currently did. At the start of April now, how's it going? Well, as you can see from my stats here on the screen, the watch time on the channel has more than doubled over the past 3 months, purely because of adopting the following 6 tips. I'm not taking over the world just yet, but it is relative success, and it tells me that these techniques could help you also to be more successful in whatever it is that you're aiming to achieve. So my first tip is find a way to capture and organize your thoughts. When you've got a busy schedule, you never know when inspiration will grip you. And if I was out and about, I would primarily grab my phone, open up the notes and throw them down on there before going back to whatever it was I was doing. If I was at home on the sofa, then I might reach down and pull out a pad and pen and jot them down. But all in all, when it came to actually pulling ideas together and working out what to film, it was a bit of a car crash. And sometimes it just felt the hardest part was to get started. So oftentimes I'd actually just come up here and play around in my studio and see what came out. Clearly not a productive way to make videos that people want to watch. So I searched online and I landed on Airtable. I started out using it on my laptop and I now also use it on the mobile app. It means that all of my thoughts are stored in one place and they're easily accessible at any time. I structure them using a Kanban view, which means that I can work on video topics and titles and then scripts and put them into different categories. And when I come to record, I pretty much always know exactly what I'm going to film, say, play, etc. This may sound like a no-brainer to make plans and structure them and be organized. But back in 2022, I did not film a single video that I didn't make up what I was going to say and do almost on the spot whilst the red light was flashing back at me on the camera. So organization of my thoughts and ideas has laid the foundation for everything else. Have a plan, make it easy to access and implement. My second tip is to create timelines and deadlines and hold yourself accountable to them. If you have a wandering mind, get easily distracted, or just find it difficult to get stuff done and finished, then this one could be for you. In my day job, my time is often broken into short chunks, 30-60 minutes at any one time. This means I have to get things done within short windows of opportunity, and ultimately it makes me more accountable and productive. The opposite of this would be to think I need to get X done sometime this week, as opposed to I have an hour to finish X on Tuesday at 10 a.m. I learned this mindset and approach from reading about something called Parkinson's Law, which is the old adage that work expands to fill the time allotted for its completion. So in creating timelines and deadlines for yourself, you'll make the work you need to complete fit the time that you allocate it. So allocate less time and get more done. The third tip I'm going to share today is to create a rhythm, have a calendar, and to habit stack. Let me break this one down a little bit. I know that there are key tasks that I need to complete each month to grow my YouTube channel. For you, it might be a different end goal. So what structure to my month is going to be the one that I'm most likely to follow, because that's the best one for me. So I split my month into 2 tasks a week, such as filming, editing, updating the community tab. And after having completed these each week, I literally don't need to think about what I should be doing and when, because my calendar tells me, and I just trust it because I know I've invested a lot of thought and time into planning it. I read the book Atomic Habits by James times clear a while back after my friend kindly sent me a copy. There were some brilliant ideas in there that I adopted. One of them is called habit stacking. We all know that it takes consistency to form and normalize new habits, 21 times to form a habit and all that sort of stuff. But I find that habit stacking that I read in this book really helps me to form new habits quicker. What does it mean? Well, you need to take an existing habit and bolt a new one onto it. So if you already have one habit locked in my case, let's say creating social media shorts of my main YouTube videos in Premiere Pro, then at the same time as creating the video, I'll also upload and schedule them onto Instagram. It takes one habit that I'm already consistent at and bolts another one onto it. So yeah, what's your optimal rhythm? Map it out visually. And if you're starting to form or try and form new habits, then try stacking them. Fourthly, is there anything that you need to get done routinely that ends up weighing you down? If so, try taking a different approach to it. I call this one all or nothing. In my case, it was the part of this YouTube channel that I actually enjoy the most, which is this, filming the videos, that became the weight around my neck. Last year when I posted a video every week or so to the channel, my aim was to try and film and edit a video every week. However, what that meant was I was trying to think of ideas, film them, design thumbnails, edit every single week, all of the time. Psychologically, it felt like a ball and chain around me, and it resulted in both poorer videos, inconsistency in terms of my posting volume, and general fatigue with the whole process. So now I've got many scripts organized and ready to go because of tip 1 and using Airtable. I use my calendar and my rhythm as discussed in tip 3, and I film for 1, maximum 2 days per month. For that designated time, I know I'm going to be filming video after video. So after I finish this one, I'm going to shoot another video straight away. I'm going to be leaning into my scripts that I've already planned and prepared through the rest of the month. And by the end of today, the end of tomorrow, I've got all of the videos shot for the next month. So about 8 videos of my current posting rhythm of a couple of videos a week. That then allows me to shut down that part of the process, that part of my brain and skill set, and focus on other things until I come back round again a month later to do the same. It's pretty intense when you're in the moment, but because I'm so well prepared, it feels so much easier than what I used to do and way more productive. Then for the rest of the month, I can psychologically not worry about filming. I can focus on editing, posting, interacting with you, my audience, and prepping for the next film shoot a month later. All or nothing. Fifthly, I think it's important that you create a great work environment. You'll have heard of the mantra tidy desk, tidy mind before, and for me, creating a more efficient space to shoot my videos has been another part of the puzzle. All of these things mean that when I do come to shoot, I've got everything I need to hand pretty much set up and ready to go. For someone like me, maybe you, who's relatively time poor, piecing this setup together has made a huge difference in how quickly I can shoot and get an end product. It feels like one less thing to do, one less hurdle to jump over to get to the end goal. And anything that does that is worthwhile investing in. Finally, my 6th tip for being more productive is to get the right digital device for you and then maximize it. So for the last 3 to 4 years, I've been working on my old Mac, which is up here in my studio. It works great. It's got everything on there that I needed at the time, but it meant that I'd need to be up here, which is in my loft where I live, for everything that I did. So the filming, the playing, the editing, the thumbnails, the script writing, which meant a lot of the time I was up here away from the rest of my house. In the summer, it's really warm. In the winter, it's really cold. And sometimes that's great to get focus and time away, but I was spending way too much time detached from the rest of the house and my wife. So late last year, I upgraded. I bought a new MacBook M1 Pro. This gave me the goods that I needed for both music creation as well as being able to edit deep 4K videos. It also meant that I had a lot more flexibility to where and how I work. So I can connect my MacBook to my monitors when I need or want multiple larger screens to work on. But other times, I can also sit anywhere else in the house and work away more intermittently. In fact, I wrote most of the script for this video whilst sitting on my sofa whilst my wife was watching some groundbreaking reality TV shows or something like that. Other than that, I made a point of setting up and organising all of the platforms and tools that I use regularly on my new MacBook, meaning that when I'm being creative, I've got everything at the ready and the process is as time effective as possible. Less time spent looking for stuff, more time actioning. Let me know below in the comments which of these tips you found the most useful. What are you doing that either weighs you down or makes you super productive? I'll keep reviewing and evolving my workflow to be as smart as possible because I haven't got any more time. Time is without doubt the most precious commodity that we have. If you've taken anything from this video, please give it a like and hit subscribe. I post multiple times a week, primarily around music related content, but I also really enjoy topics like this one and will continue to make content along similar themes in the future. Thanks for watching and good luck with your journey.